Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Turks. Now, I've been thinking we need to start thinking about our long-term survivability, because right now we do not have that. And I was thinking to myself, Leecros, how am I going to survive this? I have enemies to the left, enemies to the north, not quite enemies to the south, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. Also, they're under siege. Who are the Egyptians fighting? Egypt is fighting Venice and Sicily. And it's 1302. The Timurids are going to show up at some point, very soon. And they're just going to sweep over this area because I'm already severely weakened with the Mongols. Now, I will say, I did kind of screw the pooch on the whole Mongol thing. I shouldn't have attacked into here, but even before that, I should have been ready for them. I knew they were coming. I just didn't.
How may I serve, Sultan?
I just wasn't prepared enough.
Orders.
And that is my fault.
Sultan.
I knew they were going to be an issue, and I didn't take enough time to fix that. Also, the whole crusade thing, it could have been handled better, I'm sure. But that's not important right now. The most important thing is how are the Turks going to survive the Mongols
Sultan. Orders.
Our enemies will
and the Timurids and all of these European powers? I have an idea. It's risky, it's dangerous, and it might not work. But it might just be what we need. And that hope lies in Scotland. No, I'm not talking about the nation of Scotland. Well, I am. But I'm talking about the land of Scotland. The British Isles here, they're pretty defensible. And there's enough here to survive, to do well, to do alright, to at least have a foothold that we could defend where we don't have Mongols, Timurids, and Crusaders. Well, I can't guarantee the Crusaders, they could still come over to knock down my door. And I started thinking, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get to Scotland? Who are we going to send to Scotland? Because our Sultan is really old.
an honor to serve.
Oh, I have an idea for that as well. If we could survive long enough to pull it off. First off, we need a general who's not going to die of old age. Secondly, we need an army. A big army. And they need to kiss. They need to
At once.
meet somewhere in the middle ground. We're still going to try our best to defend all of this mess. I don't know how tenable it's going to be. I do not know. I'm also going to raise taxes because we're out of money and we're going to need ships. So let's go ahead and raise as many taxes as we can without causing our nation to collapse. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I can kind of see their opinion down there. Okay, do we have any other... Okay, I'm already already have the taxes up there. Castles, you can't put taxes up in. Let's raise our taxes. That doesn't mean that I'm giving up on the Turkish region, the Anatolia and Greece. But I need to do something to ensure that the Turks will survive, even if I do lose everything over here. And that is of paramount concern to me. Now, I wish I could take some loans, but sadly I cannot. So I'm just going to have to hope that this will make me some money. It appears as if it will. The only real issue is I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this plan now or if I'm going to have to wait until the next episode. I don't know how long it's going to take me to prepare. This looks more even than it is. I'm going to auto resolve this battle. I don't really want to get into the habit of it. But I think that's the only real chance we have of actually winning this battle, because they're just going to come in and kill everyone. Close defeat. Well, it is what it is. Most of our army actually survived intact, it's just that we lost Aleppo. And they're besieging Adana. That is actually kind of bad.
Wait at our gates, Sultan. It is a siege.
These battles are all going to be losses. I'm just going to accept it. I don't have the money to ransom.
We shall be back. Set watch patrols. We rest here.
I should also send diplomats to try and get peace with people.
We are beaten. Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan. Inshallah.
Ah! Noble one. Yes. Tomorrow's journey away. What is the Sultan's will?
Okay, you are going to be your hypochondriac. Do we have anyone who's any good at anything? 46, 39. Had lots of people die. Huh, interesting. Milan has become a vassal to France. So we have a merchant in there. That doesn't really help us. I want to build at least one diplomat. I might end up doing more. Okay, I guess Mr. Shameful Hypochondriac, good with numbers, cheap bastard, is going to be the one to sail to Scotland.
Yes, noble master. Noble one.
It's fine.
Na'am. Taking my men with
I think.
Na'am, Sultan.
Maybe.
Joining the ranks.
Okay, so here is our nefarious plan.
Your money, my wares. Sound good,
Do
Sadiq?
we have an Iman with a very high
Salam alaikum. Great Sultan.
piety? Ah, Kate Arif. I have just the thing for you to do. And I did sort of go through this and measure my bets. I think Edinburgh is our best bet at surviving. I think. Could go over to Leon. We could declare a jihad for Tushtopia. There's so many armies around it right now, I don't think that's really worth it. Lisbon. Going over here into Iberia. It could be useful. We have the Moors right here. They might be able to ally with us. And we also have all of these Christian regions to expand into. But again, I don't know how well that's going to work. And going into the middle of Europe is just a death sentence.
Salam
So I
alaikum.
think we're going to go to Edinburgh. And we will, of course, join that
What is the
jihad.
Sultan's will?
And there's a reason I'm doing this now and not waiting. And it's because jihad units have 0 upkeep. This is going to save my bacon when it comes to
Honor
costs.
to serve.
Cost reduction. Now, I do have a bit of an issue where I have to march my entire army across the world and hope that I don't have anyone disband. I don't know how well
Our
that's going to
enemies
work.
will suffer. Naam. Infidels to
I
kill,
actually shouldn't
Sultan.
have done that because that's a lost battle. That's a lost cause.
As you will.
Let's go ahead and
Yes,
combine
sir,
these
Sultan.
troops as best as we can. This is just untenable. I should have done this a long time ago, honestly. We do have Haji the Mad up here, but I don't... He's pretty old. Does he have any kids? Haji the Mad. He does not have any kids. Sadly, it appears as if the line of Tush is ending. That is unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn again,
Yes.
because
no,
I don't think there's
master.
anything else I can really do this turn. Next turn, we're going to be getting some money, and that's going to be very useful for us. Another useful thing is that crusading armies and jihadi armies have cheaper... not cheaper, they have more movement points, so they can move farther. That's just a loss.
Marching
Yeah.
no further.
Maybe I should be fighting all these battles. I don't think I could do any better than the auto-calculator. In fact, I would probably do worse than the auto-calculator. Master Merchant's Guild in Nicaea, that would be fine. And we are already, like, collapsing in rank. The Moors have also joined the jihad.
Noble one.
That's fine.
As my Sultan.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Yes, noble master. Of course, Sultan.
Let's go ahead and hire some mercenary galleys.
We shall board at once.
Yes, Sultan.
And we will begin our adventure. It's going to take a while.
Like the weary
And
camel,
I'm
now
going
we must
to
rest.
land here,
We must
walk
anchor until
across,
morning.
recruit a new fleet, and bring it up. Because if I go the whole way around here, I suspect I'm going to have desertions. Okay, I should have a diplomat in here. Let's try to get peace with some of these factions.
Trustworthy foe. What
You don't
right,
want
that is all.
a ceasefire at all.
Sultan, I shall inform them of your will. I have come
Okay,
to
we
the
have a little
end
bit of money to
of
work
today's
with.
road.
I think I want to fortify Nicaea. I think it's probably going to be ending up to be one of our last bastions of defense over here. Yeah. I should probably also save some money. As funny as that sounds, after I just said that I'm going to use the money to fortify Nicaea. Because, I'm going to need money to actually, like, improve Edinburgh once I capture it.
Orders, mighty
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's keep the turns rolling. I forgot about my diplomat up there. That's okay. I don't know how many of these Crusader factions are actually going to want peace. That's the only real
It is an
issue.
honor to defend your walls against
The
siege,
Hungarians aren't going to want peace, that's for sure. The
Zaida, mighty
Imperial, the
Seeking,
Empire
have you come to
probably
surprise
isn't
us
going to want
forgiveness?
peace.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
my
Portugal
Sultan.
might, Milan
I shall inform
might,
them of your will.
Sicily probably
Resting
won't.
here, mighty Sultan.
Those are just my
Naam,
guesses,
great
though.
Sultan.
Alright, let's continue sailing.
All set. Like the weary camel, now
Now,
in
I
strength.
do have a bit of a fear that the Moors might beat me to it. That would be unfortunate. Let's go ahead. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want, how I want to handle this. That's my biggest issue. I don't want to just abandon my land over here in Armenia and Anatolia and Greece, because I have a lot of land. I was the strongest faction in the game for a long time, until the Mongols came over and just ripped it away from me. We'll go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and recruit. We might as well recruit some Saracen militia. Let's recruit a couple of Sipahis and Saracen militia. Fortify that up real good, because that's a valuable city. It's making quite a bit of money for us. I don't want to lose it. This is it. I am determined to survive.
We would ask you to lower your swords and hear us out.
I could become a vassal to Milan. It would probably end all the wars. I don't know if it would end my jihad, though. I'm not gonna do it.
Of course. If you have further
How about just a
proposals,
ceasefire?
very well. Let us
No,
leave
not
this
interested.
until
I might end
next
up having to take that, but I want to end my war in Scotland first. Okay, we have a battle here, Hungarian nobles and trebuchets. Great. All right.
Inshallah, we shall all find a way to an
We're gonna
honorable
fight this one.
victory.
Get a little bit of action in this episode.
Units, await my orders. General
Okay, they have ballista, yeah. They have trebuchets, so I don't really want to group my armies up like I would normally. But I do want them to be nearby. I don't think I really have to get up on the walls. They have infantry. They're going to come through the gate. That's fine. I'm not concerned about that. I'll keep my archers up here, just so that they can fire down. They're not going to be able to hit the trebuchets or anything. Let's begin. We're probably going to have to fast forward through all the trebuchet fire. Let's go ahead and do that, because they're not going to move until they burn through all of their ammo. Yep.
Enemy have breached the walls.
Yep.
Send those accursed devils back.
Oh hey, it didn't get super laggy when the walls broke. Maybe 30 FPS was the miracle that I needed. Who knows? I know I do not know. They're taking down my towers. That's alright. So, are they going to go for the gate, or are they going to charge through this breach? I would actually prefer it if they charged through the breach. They're going to charge through the breach. Okay. Of course, they have a little bit of an issue here because these Hungarian nobles are missile cav. And they're just charging them into melee. But they don't really have that much choice in the matter either.
Our men are under rejoice. The
I'm more
infidel
concerned
general
about
lies
these
dead.
dismounted feudal knights. They really did a number on me last time. Okay, their general died, and their nobles are routing. Good. And now their infantry is routing. Better. I guess I should have brought my general to stand in front of the gate because I don't really want to charge out there. Well, I guess I could charge some troops out there. They're only artillery operators, siege engineers. I'm just worried about these guys coming back, and that's exactly what they're doing as well. Well, we can sally forth. Maybe we can... Whoa. That was a fortunate shot from the trebuchet. I mean, fortunate for us. It was unfortunate for them. They're going to fire their arrows. Go ahead and ride out. What are you doing? Stop being dumb. There we go. That's better. What are you guys doing? You're just walking forward? Okay. I mean, they are wrecking these guys. Let's go ahead and all go forward. I think I have enough troops here that they'll probably cover that breach so that the Hungarian nobles can't just charge in and take them. Take the city center. And it'll provide a bit of a morale boost for my troops. It'll damage their morale. It'll be great. These guys should break soon. Come on.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Any day now.
Displays
Thank
lose
you.
their will to fight.
Those were some very morale-heavy artillery operators. Then again, overall, they're killing more people than I am, so I would probably be content with that if I was in their position. And the longer my cavalry has to derp around with the trebuchets, the longer they're not charging into the rear of these knights. Ah, there we go. The knights routed. That's good. Just be careful you don't go too far away from that breach. Broken. Okay. Let's try to chase down these Hungarian nobles. I'm not really expecting to catch them, but it might cause them to rout. Just like that. Alright, end the battle. Heroic. I don't know if it was that heroic. I lost almost as many troops as they did. But I appreciate the sentiment game, thanks. And they brought yet another army in immediately to besiege Thessalonica.
I will defend against this siege with my life.
Man. And now they're sieging Caesarea, the Mongols, that is. Yeah, I think the
Shall we
Mongols
move
are
out?
probably going to just kick me out of Anatolia. I'm still going to fight. Still going to fight them off. It's just
Orders,
going to
mighty
be
Sultan.
rough.
Yes, Sultan.
And this is going to take me a good few turns to set up. Thessalonica is ready to upgrade. Of course it is. Look at that chivalry. Wow.
Orders,
Let's go ahead and combine these troops.
Sultan.
Might make them a little bit more effective in fighting.
Not
This
here
guy,
to
he
negotiate
has,
the truce. As my Sultan wills, we will engage them.
more feudal knights. Spear militia I don't care so much about. Okay. Fair enough. Is there anything we can really build here that would help? I guess a town hall. But I'm not going to
If you
do
want
that.
trade,
I don't think...
As the Sultan will.
Did you
I don't
expect
think
us to
a
be
town hall is
happy
going to be a
see
lifesaver. Man,
Farewell.
nobody wants peace. Do I want to build some Saracen militia here to help defend this city? It almost doesn't seem worth it. This city's probably lost. Let's try it. Let's build a couple of Siphus, a couple of Spear Militia. Let's go ahead and build cannons. Ooh. What do we want to build back here? Ballista towers? I suppose we could build ballista towers. Let's build ballista towers in Baghdad.
Naam, great Sultan.
Alright, we're almost halfway there, I want to say. Not quite. It is going to be a little tricky. There's no guarantee this is going to work. I've done it before in single-player games when I've gotten kicked out of regions. I think I did it, not as Egypt. I don't think I've really played as Egypt, but I think I did it as the Byzantines once, actually. That was amusing. But the Byzantines also didn't have the entire world at war with them, with no sign of them relenting on their wars. Okay. I think I will save this battle for next time. But the Exodus has begun. All of our hopes lie right here. If this fails, I think the Turks are probably done for. I don't know. It's certainly a rough position that we've gotten ourselves into. But we shall see next time. But until then, happy gaming.